How are you doing?
Very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, and I must say, and you had the most productive lockdown. All those lovely paintings.
Trying to be.
But tell me a little bit more about your paintings. You're going to auction them and raise funds for those who are in need. So tell us a bit about that. It's a lovely initiative.
Well, it's the least I can do sitting at home. I'm feeling kind of helpless that I can't help out in so many other ways. Our frontline warriors, our doctors, our healthcare professionals, they're all at it on the job, so I was just thinking, I was getting really restless thinking what I can do, what I can do. And I've been painting a lot because I'm trying to keep myself positive, productive during this time. So I've churned out so many paintings. I was like, you know what, why not put them to some good use? Try and raise funds for, people who actually need them, because we know so many daily wage workers, work on our film sets as well, who are just completely like, torn apart by what's happening, by the lockdown, by sitting at home, not being able to fend for their families. So I said, you know what, let me do this. So that's when I got in touch with Fankind. I'd done something with them before also for charity, and I know they have a very good network to kind of set it up. So that's what I did, and I'm really happy that I'm finally doing something with my artwork, because it was just lying there. I'm very possessive about it. Like, I feel very bad giving it away and parting with it. But I'm really happy that finally it's going for a good cause, and somebody will have some nice piece of art of mine in their houses, and we'll be doing something good with it.
Which is so true. You're so talented. You act. You also draw and also know you sing very well. Is there something that you can't do?
There's lots of things that I can't do, but I'm like jack of all trades, master of none. मतलब सब आता है, to some extent, but I'll go towards like really excelling at it, and then I'll drop it. I'll leave it. I'll move on to other things. So I like to know everything. So I'm good at a lot of things actually. If I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but I'm just like seriously
I
telling
can
you.
I can see that. But how long does it actually take you to make one piece? If like
It
you really put
depends.
yourself to it.
It depends, like when I'm doing a big canvas, then it takes me a day, a few hours. Sometimes when I'm doing a smaller canvas, it'll take me about 3-4 hours. Sometimes I paint for a bit, like I'll do for an hour, and then I'll leave it and I'll come back the next day. So it depends on my mood, really. And for me, it's really like meditation. Like, my mind completely switches off when I'm painting. Like, it's only me, the canvas, and I don't think of what I'm going to make beforehand. I just go and I stand there and I just pick up something, whatever comes in my hand first, and
Wow.
then I just start with it and I go along with it. So it's literally like something just, flowing through my body and just coming onto the canvas. It's really
Wow.
like therapy. It's amazing.
I'm
I think
sure.
a lot of people should try it. It's really calming. It soothes your mind. It keeps you very like centered. It's literally like meditation.
That's what they say. It's very cathartic when you put
Yeah.
pen to paper or paint because
Yeah,
it's
and like for me, even when I'm sketching, like when there's a pen in my hand, my hand just cannot stay still. It's constantly like just moving, whether I have a tissue paper in front of me or like, a piece of paper,
wow.
magazine, a newspaper, anything. My hand just keeps moving. So it's really, really nice. So I sketch also sometimes. Sketching takes me longer because, so I really get into it, and then by the time my eyes are like almost falling out, that's when I stop.
Wow. It's amazing and it's going for a good cause. And also you've also been sending food packets.
Yes.
Been doing that too, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, my mom personally, like, she puts the packets together, and whenever like we see someone downstairs who can't afford even a 1 square meal a day, I think that's who we are aiming to give it to right now. And of course, like, however we can, today we are in a position where we are able to help others, and so why not? And we are very fortunate that we're in a position today where we have a roof over our heads, food on our plates. Not many people are as fortunate. So, and honestly, I believe everyone is in some position to help someone who is, somewhere
I,
lesser than them.
I so agree
Yeah.
with that. I so agree with
Yeah.
that. But also Sonakshi, when I last met you, you were like, time nahi hai छुट्टी का अब इस मूवी के बाद वो दूसरी मूवी करनी है. Now you've had so much time, but somewhere it's also impacted us. What will you take back from this lockdown, and what are you leaving behind with this lockdown once it's all done?
I think that nothing is anything can happen, we usually we've been hearing this for so long, save for a rainy day, rainy day, rainy day. We never know that rainy day, like, you realize that you can't take things for granted. Today, you're doing in terms of work, tomorrow it might not be there. For a lot of people, so you really should not be taking things for granted. And for me, like this time, voluntarily, I would probably have not got this much time to spend at home, to be with my family, to, kind of reconnect with my painting, stuff like that. I would have probably voluntarily never done it. So I guess I'm seeing the silver lining in it, and, taking it in a very positive way. Hopefully things get back to normal outside of our houses also very soon. Just hoping for that. Yeah.
And this is social distancing. Many people are saying it's a boon now. Now we don't need to connect with people we didn't want to meet. So now do you think after
I'm anyway like that. I'm anyway socially very distant. My life, if I'm not working, is quarantine only. I'm a complete homebody. I love to stay at home.
So now after this, you can easily say, if you don't want to meet people, like, we have to social distance for a while. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
You've got an excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But coming back to your painting, because I want to know, like, who are your influences, or is there a famous painting that you actually one day want to make?
So my mom used to, in fact, collect these sketches and keep them because she used to feel like, there's something in them. Like, there's obviously saw some potential in me. And over the years, I kind of just developed a certain style. Then when I went to fashion school, my illustrations teacher, they teach a very particular way of how to draw fashion figures and all of that. But when she saw my work, she was like, you know what, you stick to what you're doing. Just try and develop what you're doing on your own. So I really appreciate that about her. She just let me, kind of do what I'm doing and hone my own skill. And that really, really helped, So I just kept doing it on my own. And I've literally not seen any particular artist or followed their work or, been interested in art in that way before. It's just something that I do. It comes from within, and that's why I do it.
Awesome, yeah. I mean,
it's very strange. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope I did justice.
It's awesome. You should also have an exhibition soon, yeah. I mean, it's really nice.
I should.
Five paintings that I've seen.
Thank you. No, I'm thinking about it now because I'm seeing the response that I've got to the auction right now, and it's pretty good. So I think now I'm a bit more easier parting with it and, making sure it's going out to people who will appreciate it. So.
And as you rightly said, we are not counting 2020. It would have been your 10th year in the industry. I can't believe it. I interviewed you for Dabangg 1, your first film.
I know, God.
So we've
the time gone?
True, and it doesn't seem like 10 years. It seems just it was yesterday, and we've been meeting for all movies.
Like yesterday. Yeah, so exactly. 2020 is cancelled. We're not counting it. We're not adding it to our ages. We're not adding it to our careers. No way. It's just cancelled.
You had a movie coming out in August, and Bhuj, and you were so excited about playing the character you were.
I still am actually, but there's a few days of shoot which is left, and I don't know when we'll be able to go back to that. But irrespective, even if there's a slight delay, I'm still very, very excited about the film because it's a wonderful story that really needs to be told, and I'm so proud of being a part of it.
Will you tell us a bit about your character? Because I've been seeing you in a whole lot of films. They're very strong women. Last year especially.
Yeah.
Very, very strong, independent women that you've been playing.
I think I'm consciously making an effort to do that because somewhere down, I feel like playing this kind, after Akira, I think I tasted blood, playing these strong characters. I don't know, it just empowers me in so many ways, makes me feel so good. So honestly, that's why I'm doing it. And, when people come up to me and literally say the character by name and say that, we really liked you in this and it was such a good role and what a lovely girl, what a cool character you played and all. So I love that. It really makes me want to do better, So I think now there's no looking back. All my roles will be something that, really, that really empower me and other women in some way or the other. So with Bhuj, I'm playing the role of Sundarben Jetha Madharparya, who's, who was a integral part in having India win the 1971 war. She got together 300 women of her village to build a runway overnight so that the Indian Air Force, the plane could land. and what a woman. Like I heard stories about her, like how she is personally, and things that she's done. She once fought off a leopard, to save her child from with her bare hands. So like stuff like that, So she's a wonderful like woman, and I'm so happy and proud to be playing her on screen.
Awesome. And then you also have a digital debut, Fallen.
Yes, I do. It's not titled Fallen yet. That's the name that's floating around. But very, very excited. Again, a fantastic role for me. And sad part is we were bang in the middle of the shoot when all this happened, and we were all sent home, and lockdown happened, so we couldn't go back and finish it. But I was thinking that only. I was like, "Agar khatam kar liya hota, to we would all be sitting at home and watching it right now."
Just true.
But I can't wait to get back to it again. It's such a phenomenal role for me. I mean, like I was enjoying myself.
Awesome. And the thing is, I don't know how soon will we get back to normal, social distancing, stand away. But for an artist, what is it like for you? Because your industry, industry is really suffering and there have been losses. We've never seen the industry ever come to a standstill. And, but in a way, we are also banking on artists because it's the content that you guys have given us that we are consuming.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think is going to be? Because, our movies are coming on OTT platforms. What do you think about this entire scenario?
I think we always find a way to bounce back, and honestly, when things like this happen, we've never even thought this would happen in our lifetimes, but now that it's happening, everyone has actually turned to artists, and art and cinema. So I think we are very proud that we've been able to contribute in some way or the other. And honestly, I think we'll always find a way to bounce back. It'll be difficult, of course, because obviously we have to keep in mind the new rules and regulations which will come out. We have to take care of everybody's health and safety and all of that, and keeping those all these restrictions and regulations in mind. I think we'll find a way again to make movies, the way we want to. So yeah, it'll take a bit of time, but I think I'm pretty confident we'll get back there.
So for an actor who's perpetually being captured, gym look, airport look, this look, that look, I mean, do you feel like you have a breather? I mean, are you also missing that? Because earlier, now we're all realizing we are not going to vent about anything we used to vent about.
Yeah. No, honestly, for me, like I was anyway a very low-key person. तो मैं जिम भी जाती थी जब मुझे पता था कि कोई फोटोग्राफर बाहर नहीं होगा या मैं पीछे के रास्ते से घुस के चली जाऊँ. Or so for me, I'm anyway like I've always been away from that. For me, that is also a part of my work. When it's not my work, like my gym, or like if I'm going to a friend's house, if I'm going to watch a movie, that's my downtime. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be clicked at that point in time. So I've always kind of stayed away from it. For me, going to events, going to functions, which are related to my work directly, I don't mind being clicked there because that is part of what I do. So for me, I've always been, kind of aloof from all this stuff. And so I'm not finding like a void that really needs to be filled. I enjoy it.
So how have the 60 days been? You've been doing art, I know, but for somebody who in the last 10 years, I don't think has had even 6 days at a stretch to herself. What has your routine been like? What has it been like?
It's been like a real mix of emotions. It's been a roller coaster because eventually, when you accept it, right? Like in the start, I was getting a bit restless. Then I decided, hey, this is what it is. This is what we have to do and stay at home and we can't move out. So you accept it. Then you try to make the most of it. So I think I've reached the part where I'm trying to make the most of it now. I'm trying to be as productive as I can, trying to be as positive as I can. Made peace with the fact that I see a few of my friends on the phone every day. We have video chats and all, and it's fine now. I mean, you try and work around these things.
Also, for somebody who's been standing up, saying, in this lockdown, you have raised your voice, which is that one thing you feel should be done?
I think people should really take this very seriously because, since we've been in lockdown now for what? How many?
60 days.
60 days now. Exactly. And the curve hasn't even flattened. It's still on an upward trend. And imagine this is the halat with lockdown, like, silly things happening in the middle, like these liquor shops opening up and then crowds jamifying again and all that. It's really so silly. It's so simple to actually just, be at home, not move out, stay away from people. And it's really the least that we can do, while this whole thing subsides. in spite of the lockdown, we're still on an upward trend. I think it's really something that we need to think about and take very, very seriously. Until the downward trend starts, and if you really want to get out, you have to follow the rules.
And for somebody who through her Instagram feed, you've been encouraging people. I always see one good vibes post. There's a lot of mental health issues happening, So how would you, for someone who's looked up to, what would you want to tell people? Because everyone's dealing with some uncertainty.
I know. I mean, I can't really, give one okay, stay happy, stay positive advice and expect everyone to take it, because everybody has their own share of problems, everybody has their issues, some bigger than the other, you never know. But honestly, like at this point, all I can say is that we're all in it together. There's everybody is in the same situation. Everybody can't go out of their house. Everybody can't meet who they want to meet. Everybody's facing loneliness to some degree. So I think it's very important to find something that you like to do and just kind of immerse yourself in that to keep a level head. That's all I can really say.
What's that fun thing you're going to do once we are free? Hopefully soon. It will be free.
I can't wait to get back to work. Honestly, I just want to get back on set and finish that show that I've started, because I think about it like every day, like, we're going to shoot this part now and how exciting it would be. And so I really just can't wait to finish the show.
Also, as an actor, are you okay? Because I know box office gives you a high audience reactions, but with OTT releases, are you also okay with it? Like unprecedented times, these are,
I'm absolutely okay with it, because as an actor, we are doing our job to entertain people. Now, whether that entertainment is in a theater or whether it's on a digital platform or whether it's in anywhere, wherever you have access to it, I'm okay with that, and honestly, like we never foresaw this. Now we don't know when theaters will be able to go back to, running and people wanting to go out and be in a crowd and all of that. But until then, I think we can't stop creating art and we can't put what is already created on hold, right? We want people to watch it. I mean, that's why we made it. So, like I said, it'll be a little bit of a struggle for a while, but eventually, hopefully, we'll get over it. And until then, I think people will have to enjoy watching us on digital.
Lastly, are you watching anything exciting on digital that you're binge watching?
I'm actually rewatching a lot of movies. I'm, catching up on the things that I've missed, all the movies that I've missed in the theater. So a lot of stuff I've been watching a lot, but honestly, like now, even I'm like a bit saturated. Just like itna sara sab kuch dekh liya hai.
Sahi mein.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And also, what do you want to say about Made in India? Because now we all need to be self-reliant, and because one doesn't know. So, what do you want to say?
Yeah, it's great. I think I've always been been for being self-reliant and always promoting Indian stuff more. But let's see how it goes. I'm glad. I hope everyone takes the message in the right way. And it's always good to be self-reliant.
Which is very true. So, anyways, once when you look down at these 60 days and you were to tell the story, say 6 years later, which is that one thing you will remember of this lockdown? One thing.
The one thing that I will remember was how good it was for the environment.
Which is true.
Yeah. With all of us locked up inside, the bloody environment is flourishing. So
I know.
This is one thing I remember. And this is really a lesson. I think we should really, take this into consideration and not go back to our old ways, once lockdown is done and we're all out and about. It's so important. I mean, look at what we've done. It's like the planet has taken a complete turnaround, and maybe it's the planet's way of, addressing its own issue and putting us in our place. So we better take it seriously and not go back to our old ways.
True. The birds are flying and the cheetahs are on the road prowling.
Cheetahs are on the road. Yeah, my God.
And humans are caged.
Dolphins somewhere in Mumbai were spotted. Like, what is happening? It's amazing.
True.
Good. Whatever's happening is good.
True. And more power to you. Please keep on painting and looking forward to your exhibition as well, other than your work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Lovely talking to you as always.
Same here. Likewise. I'm so happy that we did this. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. See you.